Let's go! Ah, ow. Always send it. Man, oh man, do we got something fun for you guys today. Stock springs, lug nuts, caster camber, 18 by 11 forged stars, 315s. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, as promised in my previous video, we are going to be installing my forged stars that I just picked up. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. I picked up these 18 by 11 forged star. They're the CF5s. They are wrapped with NATO NTO 1s. They're 315 by 30 by 18s. So we have a lot of tire. Now with great tire comes great responsibility. These iBox Sportline springs are not gonna fit with these tires. They're too big and it's just not gonna work. So what we're gonna be doing today is reinstalling my performance pack springs, which is gonna give us a little bit more clearance, well, a lot of bit more clearance actually. And we're also gonna be installing the Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates. With these 315s up front, they're definitely not gonna clear just as is. So we're gonna be running about 3 degrees of negative camber up front. We have a lot of work cut out for us today. So me and Johnny Boo, once again, are gonna be out here working on it. We're gonna show you relatively step by step what's going on. We're gonna start back in the rear of the car because I actually have a spring compressor that my friend is using right now. He should be here in about an hour or so, and then we're gonna be able to use that up front. All right, guys, the first thing we're gonna be doing is getting this ABS line off just to give us a little bit of clearance back here, and then we're also gonna be freeing up the brake line so that way this whole assembly can move without having anything that's really restricting it. The next step is gonna be just taking off these 2 bolts for the shock, which is an 18. Now, my friends, if you don't have an impact gun, you're definitely gonna need a buddy. You can get it on there. Cool, and then you crack it. It's just super hard to do with one person. Once you get it cracked, then it's really simple and you can just get your little gun. And it comes right off. All right, and then we're gonna get all this off. Once you get this off, you'll see this bump stop right up here. This is actually the iBox one, and I took it out already and put it back in. It's a really quick removal and reinstall. Then you're gonna put your mount right back on, like that. You'll get this nut and reinstall it. We're gonna be loosening up these 2 bolts for the subframe connector. So don't take them out, just loosen them. Once you get those 2 bolts loosened, you're gonna get the actual subframe bolt right here, which is a 21. Fuck.
I'll have to get down dirty underneath the car.
Definitely.
What a chotch.
Ah! Ah! Hercules, Hercules!
Wait,
however.
Hold up, are those stainless steel brake lines?
Nope.
Bets.
Too soon. Look at that pipe.
That's a long shaft.
That is a shaft indeed. Get yours today.
At shaftnation.org. Alright, you guys, this is the end of the video. Fuck Cole. He's no longer going to be with us.
No.
As you can see, he is under the car. There he is. And I am now going to fucking drop this on him because fuck him.
He gone, baby.
Exhibit A.
He gone. Drop the bitch. I see what they're referring to.
Cole, are you ready to pull out?
I never pull out. Always send it.
Maybe it's that Dodge.
All right, John. Show the fans what they came to see. Show them that you are better than I am.
I feel like I have an awkward ass angle.
Maybe if I pull down, you can pull it out. John is gonna get under there. He's gonna use his brute strength to pull the spring down, and I'm gonna push down on here so that hopefully we can get this baby to come undone. Let's go! Ah! Ow! Ah! Call the chef! Call the chef! Ah! Ah! Woo! Let's go! If your springs don't have writing on them, the Eibach ones say Eibach, and you just want to make sure that that's presented upright. But if they don't have writing, such as the factory Ford ones, you just want to measure. This distance is much shorter than this distance. So the smaller distance is going to be the top. Then you're going to take this stopper plate, load it in up top just like that. We're going to reinstall this just like the same way we pulled that one out. After tons and tons of tinkering with this and trying to make it all fit, it's probably been, what, John, like 2 hours, you think? Since like the previous time that we picked up? Roughly 2 hours have passed. We have been trying to put all this back together. The performance pack spring is in there, so it's kind of difficult to see. The black spring back there, that is the performance pack spring, and it's in there fine. However, we had to drop the rear subframe, which I should have shown you, but it was a total mess. It was pretty much on the floor, and the subframe bolts, the one there and the one back here, they are not going back in. We're trying to jack it up at different locations to try and make it all fit. But right now, nothing seems to be working, and oh my God. But we're gonna keep on trying to mess with it, but this might end up being a task for tomorrow. Also, there's one more thing I have to show you. We thought by getting this out, it would give us some more clearance. What I'm referring to is this right here. There's a bolt, which is right here. So this goes in here, and it comes through there and out on this side right here. Won't focus. When we took that out, it ended up making a bunch of bad alignment. So the hole where it's supposed to go through, they don't quite line up, which is just another hassle. So we're gonna try and figure everything out, but me and John have really just been trying our hardest to make it work. So I'll pick back up with you in just a moment. I do want to finish at least the rear end today, but the fronts I think definitely are not gonna fit. But that's what the wheels are gonna look like on there. And obviously we are not gonna have that much wheel gap. We are still gonna have a decent amount of wheel gap, but the wheels do look great. I will see you guys in just 1 second. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm all fresh and clean. I've actually already been working on the car for about 45 minutes again today. The rear end is totally complete. I'm about to throw on the wheels right now. Let me show you though. The biggest pain that I came across was trying to align this bolt because it did not line up at all. I had to pry it, mess with it, and that's what I have been doing all morning. I just torqued everything down. So now both sides are 100% complete. Now let's get the meat on there. Them babies look good. Now that the rears are completely done, it is now time to move up to the front. We're gonna be installing the camber plates and getting the new springs back in. Well, the old springs back in. What we're gonna be doing is first off, disassembling the ABS lines. There's 2 attachments that connect it to the strut. So we're gonna get those off. The next thing you're gonna be doing is taking off these nuts right here. So I actually already did it. You do wanna leave this one on because this is just gonna support the strut once you disassemble it down below, and that will prevent it from falling. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and put your 18 mil right here on the end of that bolt, which is connected to the end link. And then, I don't think you can see it, but on the back, there's another nut, and you're gonna put a 17 mil wrench. You're gonna hold it in place and loosen it up. To give ourselves a little bit more room, we're gonna be also removing the bolts on the back of the caliper, and we're gonna move that out of the way. So there's just 2, they're 15 mils. They're both really easy to get off there. Next, we're going to be taking your 21 mil and you're going to get off these 2 bolts. Something to note when taking these 2 24 mil bolts out are they're splined on this side. So you have to get the nut off, get it to about right here. You got to keep on banging it out. It'll come out though. There it is. You want to make sure that you have that final bolt up here just hand tight, and you're gonna get the shock separated, the strut, I'm sorry. You're gonna get the strut separated, loosen up that bolt, and because there's weight on it, you gotta make sure you're pushing the strut upwards so that it can give you that room you need. Then it will just drop right out. Now we're gonna compress the spring and get the old one swapped back in. Once you get your spring compressor on there, make sure you got it compressed enough that when you loosen this bolt up top, it's not gonna shoot out anywhere. It's gonna be a 21 mil, and you're probably gonna need a set of vice grips to hold the shock into place, because it'll just start spinning. But once you break it loose, it comes right off. Take that out, and then you wanna make sure that you really, really slowly loosen these compressors. That'll just make sure everything stays sturdy along the process.
Here's 250.
That's it. So now that our spring is all set and ready to go, you're gonna keep your insulator on top. We're gonna be using this with the caster camber plates. So just set that off to the side. Now you just wanna make sure that you get these properly back on there. Tighten them down, compress the spring.
6.5 hours later.
Oh my God. So I've been trying to compress this spring for a while. These compressors just can't tighten it down right now enough to let it clear. I think what I really need is a compressor that works. Like this one that I was using, it actually started stripping right here. So that didn't work. So I had to go back to the old school rented from AutoZone compressors. And those are cool. They work for the iBox springs. However, they did not work on these performance pack springs just because they're too big. So I think I'm unfortunately gonna have to leave it again right now, which sucks, but I have work right now. So I'm not gonna be able to finish it today. I might be able to work on it a little bit tomorrow, but this is just all part of the game. And as you guys know, especially with half the crap I do, nothing ever goes like according to plan, which is really irritating sometimes, but it's all part of the game, and you just gotta play it. And if you wanna do the things that you're doing, like what's happened with me multiple times when racing, I kinda just have had unfortunate luck with some things. And when things happen and you kind of put it upon yourself, there's really no reason to be upset or mad. It's just the nature of the beast. So for now, we're gonna be leaving everything right like this. And the meat should go on. And I'm pretty sure you'll see it all on Wednesday's video, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, since it's Sunday, I have work. I won't be off until probably 1 a.m. I have work tomorrow morning as well. There's not gonna be any time to do anything, so I'm gonna get this video edited for you guys, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace out, and be sure to work more and talk less.